Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. And in this video we'll know that what is machine learning, because machine learning is very important technology right now, because you know that if you are going to analytics or data science, you must should know machine learning. Okay, machine learning is the vast field. Okay, because if you are going to data analytics, also need machine learning to find patterns from data, hidden patterns. Because if you are going to analysis data, data analysis means you have to find the insight from the data, and there is some hidden insight from in the data. You cannot find it just plotting a graph. Okay, you should apply the machine learning algorithm to find this pattern. Okay, that's why machine learning is very important to know in this field. So what is machine learning actually? So machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables computers to learn from data and make decision or prediction without being explicitly programmed by every task. It means that it branch of artificial intelligence AI, it's learn from data and make prediction based on the what she learn from the previous data. Okay, without being explicitly programmed for every task. So what is explicitly program means? Explicitly program means you just write a code or program for every task, for every situation, handle every situation. Okay, like if you're going to make a code that it apply the email is spam or not, but you have to write the if lots of if else condition, because you have to give condition that every based on the every situation, that what things it appear in the um, email, so that this email is spam. You have to write everything, but this is called explicit program for every task. And if you are doing this with the help of machine learning or machine learning algorithm, you don't need to write program this way. You just pass the simple one algorithm, you can get the output, and you have to also pass some data, label data. Okay, so this explicit program means, so instead of following strict rule, don't need to follow strict rules. Okay, ML systems identify patterns in data and improve over time. It's what things ML algorithm do is that they find some pattern from data. Okay, and that hidden pattern cannot find by human beings. Okay, it find by this ML algorithm and improve over time as they process more information. Think of it like teaching a computer to recognize things, make decision by showing it example, similar to how humans learn. Like this, in this image, you will see that data and program, computer output, and data output, computer program. Okay, these are machine learning work. This is traditional programming. This is machine learning. Okay, you need the data and output. There's many types of machine learning algorithm is there where you need to pass the output. You don't need to pass the all the time label data. You can pass the data without labeling. There's a another branch of machine learning. Okay, we'll discuss in later video later. For example, if you want a computer to identify cats and in photos, you feed it thousands of labeled images, some with cats, some without. The computer analyzes these images, learn from patterns like this airs pointy, and then can identify cats in new unseen photos. Okay, like you are going to make a cat dot classifier. Okay, there's you can put some cat images, new cat images, and the algorithm said it's cat or not. So for that you have to pass the label data. You have to train your model with lots of data, with lots of cat and dog images with label right on the image, that it is dog or cat. You have to pass this image and you have to train it in your algorithm. After train it, you will see when you pass a new cat images, they will figure out that it is cat or not. Okay, so this is how it works actually. But in traditional programming, it's not possible. You cannot write every situation. There's a lots of cat model, cats, type of cats, or many type of dogs. So how you can identify it? with the help of traditional programming. And what patterns you find it from the cat that different from dog, okay, in simple programming it's not possible. In the type of you need a machine learning algorithm to figure out. Also you can use here deep learning. Okay, deep learning also play a good role in this case. Okay, neural networks play a very good role like computer vision, because it's a image classifier things. Okay, so this is how it will work. So what type of machine learning? Machine learning can be broadly categorized into four main types based on how the system learns from data. One is supervised learning. So what is supervised learning is? The computer is trained on a labeled dataset where each piece of data comes with correct answer. Okay. The goal, the input and output pairs. The goal is to learn a rule that maps inputs to output. Okay. What does this means? It means that this computer is trained on label data like you are doing the cat dog classifier, so you have to label it that it is cat dog. Okay, this is supervised learning. Okay, you have to pass the label data like you are doing a email spam classifier, so you have to, when you pass the data, you have to in your data set you have to write in front in next to the data that it is spam email or not spam. Okay, you have to write it down, and after you have to training the model that learn it from the data, and you have to pass the new mail, they figure out the pattern and then they give the output. These are supervised learning. It just means the label data. Okay, how it works, the model uses the label data to find patterns and then applies these patterns to predict outcomes for new data. Okay, the same thing I will already told it. Example, predicting house prices, give the model data like house size, location and past sale prices, label data, and it learns to predict the price of a new house. Simple. Common uses: image spam detection, image classifying, image classification, identifying cat and dogs, stock price prediction, all the things I discussed. I said this is under the supervised learning. The algorithm you can use for this: linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machine, decision trees, neural networks. This is all supervised learning. And then the next is unsupervised learning. So what is unsupervised learning? The computer works with unlabeled data, meaning there are no predefined answer. It tries to find hidden patterns and structure in the data on its own. Okay, there is no pattern. Okay, the model groups and organizes the data based on similarities or differences in detects. Example, customer segmentation. A store might feed purchase data into an unsupervised model, which groups customers into clusters. Okay, unsupervised means you cannot pass the label. It's unlabeled data. Like you are doing uh, email classifier, so you don't write it down in the email that it is spam or not spam. You just pass the email only, and the algorithm find the patterns itself. Okay, this is unsupervised learning. Common uses: market basket analysis, anomaly detection, like fraud, banking transaction fraud. Okay, who transaction is going to be fraud? In this case, you have to use unsupervised learning algorithm. Data comprehension, okay, image size, image file size, etc. K-means clustering, hierarchical clustering, and principal component analysis and autoencoder. These are algorithms used in unsupervised learning. So what is semi-supervised learning? Next, semi-supervised learning, a mix of supervised and unsupervised learning, where the model is trained on a small amount of label data and large amount of unlabeled data. Okay, small amount of label data, where is you pass the small amount of label data and the large amount of unlabeled data. This on semi-supervised learning. How it works? The model uses the label data to guide its learning and then applies to pattern to the unlabeled data to improve accuracy. This is useful when labeling data is expensive or time consuming. It is useful when the labeling data is very expensive, because there is a the level is not there, so you have to put the level by human by manually. So that time is very expensive, you have to hire some people to labeling the data. Okay, so that time you just label the some dataset and you have to use the datasets to make labeling. Okay, this is how it semi-supervised learning. Okay, like unsupervised data to improve accuracy, you have to use unable to improve the accuracy. This is useful when the labeling data is expensive. Okay, or time consuming. It is very time consuming to labeling the data manually, because you have a thought that 1 lakh data set, 1 lakh image, you have to label it. 1 lakh is minimum, you have to 10 lakh, 20 lakhs. So how time is taking and how cost effective it is actually. Okay, that is common is the text speech analysis with limited label data, medical image analysis, labeling, and if you scan or letting the model classify the rest, semi-training, co-training, and graph-based methods. You have to use this algorithm to train to predict model with the help of semi-supervised learning. So what is reinforcement learning? The computer learns the by interacting with the environment, making decision, and receiving feedback in the form of rewards or penalties. It aims to maximize the total reward over time in the form of rewards or penalties. Okay, it aims to maximize the total reward over time. What actually it is, it means by reinforcement learning. Okay, it's actually that the computer learns by interacting with an environment. Okay, making decision or receiving feedback in the form of rewards or penalties. It aims to maximize the total rewards over time. How it works? It model ties different action, observe the outcomes, and adjusts its strategy to achieve the best result. There is no fixed dataset. Learning happens through the trial or error. In that case, you saw that AI agent. The AI agent is a reinforcement learning. They are learning by doing tasks. Like if they are, you first the pass a give a situation. Okay, to handle you have to pass this the one machine, and you have to handle the situation by this machine or robot. Okay, the robot sometimes it is did wrong, sometimes it corrects. When they did it wrong, they get penalties, and when they do right things, they get rewards. So their wish is you have to maximize the rewards. Okay, you have to minimize the penalties. When they maximize the rewards, they give more right answer. Okay, this robot give more right answer. This is how it works. Okay, it's like having a or doing something by child. You said the child that if you do the right things you will get the chocolates, or if you do the um, bad things you will get the penalties. So what child try to do? Try to do the get the chocolate. So I try to do the right things. Okay, this is that is how it works. Okay, the model tries to define action, observe the outcomes, and adjust its strategy to achieve the best result. There is no fixed data set. Learning happens through the trial and error. Okay, learning happens through trial and error. Training a robot to walk, the robot tries different movements and get a reward for moving forward without failing. When they're failing, they get penalties. Okay, so they are try to minimize the penalties, so they don't try to fail fall. Okay, they learns the best way to work over the time. Common uses game AI, self-driving cars, also the reinforcement learning, resources management, optimizing energy using smart gadgets, algorithm Q learning, deep Q networks, policy gradients. Lots of algorithms are there. Okay, quick summary: you can supervise and label data and predict outcomes. House prices, unsupervised, unlabeled data, finds patterns. Semi-supervised mix of labels and unlabeled data, balance cost and accuracy. Reinforcement learned through rewards and trial and error. Robot walking. Okay, this is simply machine learning is. Okay, and this is the type of machine learning. If you like this particular video, please give a thumbs up and If you have any query, please let me in the comment section. Thank you guys. Thank you.